Hello, Teaquilters. Today is Saturday, July 29th, 2023. It is 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're here for live sewing chat. And welcome to the chat. I'm trying to figure out what am I going to sew. I think I'm going to do some cutting first and then do some sewing. So I'm going to give people a chance to come on into the room here. I got extra stuff up here today that shouldn't be here. I'm going to put this one on the floor for a second. And hopefully I can scoot this over. Alright. So let me pull you all up on this phone. So we've got Melody Kiefer here, Zandra, Carissa Renninger, Crystal L, Like So Like That, Ken's World of Crafting, Quilt Gal, Teresa Louise, I Quilt Too, Minnie Dula, Bonita Nance, Guess Who Nancy, Vivian Calvi, Kim R, Leslie Long, welcome to the chat, Leslie, I don't remember your name, Sue Allen, Sheila Willis, Sandy Agger, Teresa Dawkins. I got your envelope today. I'm going to open it in a bit. Thank you so much for that. That was a surprise. Clovis Gardner, Janet Mackerel. Hope your day was magical yesterday. Yes, I had a long day yesterday, but I had a great day. Norma Lovelace, Cheryl Knuckles, and Linda Denton is here. And people will be coming in a bit. I have not been in this room. I have not been sewing, so I am not sure what I'm going to do. It's been so much going on. Let's see. Put this up. Trying to make sure I got all my cords out the way, so if I do decide to iron, I won't be burning anything. So these are all the different project instructions that I've been working on. They're under my cutting board here, and I got a plastic bag, so I need to take that out. That's probably from optional block. We don't want to be even messing around with plastic. Everything else is okay. Hey, Sue GSD. Glad to see you have power after all the storms and high winds this afternoon. Yeah, it was really bad. I didn't think I was going to have power. We did have like a flash with the lights. TVs had to be reset and stuff like that, but it came right back on, so I was glad about that. My reception is not the best, so I have no control over that. I think it might be some other stuff down around me, but I got power. I know my phone was moving a lot slower. Even on my internet and off my internet, it was moving slow. So hopefully this live will work tonight. Melissa Cunningham is here. Hi, Melissa. Welcome as well. Cedroy Creations says she enjoyed Wednesday. Thank you. Ingrid Bowers. Sandy says, keep partying, Miss T. Right. Betsy Layton is here. Hello, Miss T. It was good to see you yesterday. Yes. Mary F. says, good evening, T. Quilters. Cheryl Knuckles says, I enjoyed Wednesday too, especially Kevin in the clown suit laughing out loud. Yes, he's a hot mess. I had no idea. Jill Lingerfeld, hello and welcome to the channel as well. Appreciate you commenting. and Claudette Bettis. So, what have I been doing since Wednesday? Thursday, I put some of the packages in the mail because I did a live. I did an extra live, and then I told you all I was going to be putting some of the packages from the winners in the mail. So I did that Thursday, and I also dropped off one of the prize winners that were local. I dropped their gift off and dropped off a piece of cake to him on Thursday, and then Friday I did the exact same thing. I dropped off birthday cake to people. I dropped off cake to the person that services my sewing machines. I went and dropped him cake, and then I also dropped off Betsy a piece of cake. She had brought cake and bread to Teaquilts retreat on Saturday. They had a little impromptu party, bringing different snacks and things in for us to eat. So I took her a piece of cake as well. And then I went to my mom's house. Kevin had given me zucchini bread to give her, so I dropped off her zucchini bread. So this is Friday still. And then we were planning as a family to go, I wanted to go to the food trucks in Tower Grove Park. And I love going to different places and getting just a little bit of what's supposed to be their specialties. So I like when food trucks are all in one place from various different restaurants. I kind of like that. But the temperature got so hot, it was 101 degrees. It was going to be our high yesterday. And we just couldn't be outside doing that. And then the closer we got to the party, everybody, or going to the food truck, everybody started canceling anyway. Various things was going on, and so it was just going to be ending up being me, my daughter, my husband, and Jersey. So we decided to go out and eat in a restaurant that's nicely cooled off instead. So that's what we did. I had a great time. It was a new restaurant I had never been to, called Cooper's Hawk, and they're also a restaurant and winery. And I ended up purchasing 3 bottles of wine for a retreat. Hopefully I don't forget to bring them. I got them in my basement stored right now because I don't really drink a whole lot of wine. But the service was really good. The waitress was really good. The food was really good. I had never had grouper before. Everything was cooked well and presented well. My daughter told me it was my birthday. They gave me some truffles, and brought out 2 of them because it was 3 of us. You know, they only had 2 truffles on the plate, and they brought out 2 servings, which my daughter don't even eat chocolate. So I ended up taking that to my mom and took her some soup. She loves lobster bisque soup. So we took her some of that. So yeah, that's what I did Friday. It was a long day because when I was dropping off cake, it was all the way on the other side of town as well. So it was a long drive for all of that. And then today, I packaged up the rest of the people that had contacted me that they had won. Part of being winners on Teaquilts, you got to watch the drawing videos. I do have a total of 3 people that haven't claimed their prizes, 2 from Boho Hearts and 1 from the regular Teaquilts crowd. So I still got 3 gifts that need to go out. If they're not claimed by next Tuesday, then I will be doing something. I don't know if I'm going to do another drawing right away, but they will be gifted to somebody else. That's kind of how it works. You got to watch the video. You don't just automatically win, especially if you're not watching the video. So let's see. Who else has come in since I've been yakking? Becky Bramlett. I am here, your non-quilter. She's crocheting. Sharon Lewis. Happy Saturday from Washington, D.C. Quilts by Carmel is here. Diane McCoy. Sandra Thompson. Thank you, saying happy belated birthday from Corpus Christi, Texas. Maddie Barnum is here. Kim says, it is no longer scorching hot after the storms. Hallelujah. You got that right. But, honey, it was about to take my trash can and give it to the neighbors. Remo saying, good evening, Miss T and Quilters. Thumbs up. Show your love and support. Please subscribe. You will not be disappointed. Thank you, Remo. I forgot about having a pinned message up there. Hey, Kevin the Quilter. Crystal L. Happy belated birthday, T. Thank you. I'm trying to get this thing to get out the way. All right, so let's go ahead and open up the stuff I do have here so we can figure out what am I going to sew. I ended up getting, while I was on the live, I got 2 gift things and I didn't see them. One was from Deborah Holloway. She sent me money via Zelle, and then Remo JS had sent me a Panera gift card, and I can't count to 2 because it was 3. And then Sandy Agger sent me CashApp as well. So thank you. And then I got these 4 things in the mail. So that's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Somebody is missing. I got Cheryl and Crystal. I don't have Sonia on here. Like I can't count, but I know I can count. I think I had Sonia Johnson on here because she sent me, which I had already put her into the drawing. She had sent me a Missouri Star e-gift card for $25, and then I went and ordered some fabric and ended up spending another $50. So this package is from Missouri Star. So I'm going to show you that as well. So this is from Crystal Williams. I'm struggling already. The truth about women our age. We've seen it all. We've done it all. We've been around the block. We're living large. We're so in charge. Old ladies, what a crock. And look at this. Uh-oh. She says, we've just begun to have our fun. This is a cute card. We've earned each little wrinkle. Say it loud. We're downright proud. And when we laugh, we tinkle. We're real women. It's no big deal to add another candle. We're old. We're bold. We're solid gold. There's nothing we can't handle. Happy birthday, T. Enjoy your new year of new experiences, of belly laughs, giggle hugs, and kisses. And it is Sea Joy Creations. And she has 2 Panera gift cards here. So thank you. That's really nice. Got 2 of them in here. I guess I can go get me some that chicken strawberry. I forgot what they call it now. I've only had it once this year, but they have a chicken salad that has normally like a green bed of lettuce, and then it has strawberries, pecans, poppy seed dressing. It is really good. I can't remember everything that's in it. I've only had it once this year, so I've gotten, that's total of 4 Panera Bread cards. So thank you so much. Sue says, ladies and gentlemen, 332 days until our glorious retreat. Yeah, it was so funny. funny. I see people are talking about Kevin with the clown outfit in the comments, and I'm not gonna read all of those. They're really talking to each other. But he is too funny. He really goes out of his way. When I gave him the birthday squad shirt, he looked at me kind of strange, and he was like, "I'm not gonna wear this." And I go, "Yes, you are." And now I know why he didn't really want to wear the shirt, because he had a whole outfit. Okay. That is too funny. This card here is from Cheryl Knuckles. She says, "For my friend," it is too cute. Two bears. Says, "Your birthday means another happy year of knowing you and appreciating you. Another year of feeling glad we've shared so much together. Another year to mark the start of many good times to come. Happiest birthday wishes to you, Cheryl Knuckles." Thank you, Cheryl. Appreciate that. And I'm sure I missed a lot of people up in here. Katie Crafts. Jason Lewis is here. Oh my God, so he's in the dark too. Jeff also is having the same issue. His lights went out this time. It is not fun. I don't wish that on anybody. T. Roberts is here. Thank you for my gift card. I just registered all my stuff up today into the app, so thank you all. And I think that's it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and open this one from Teresa Dawkins. And there's a card here. I went and picked these up today. I did not go to the post office yesterday. It says, "Happiness is blooming everywhere." Very pretty. And you deserve every last bit. Happy birthday. Have a wonderful birthday. Thanks for all you do. I enjoy your videos so much and have learned many things that help my quilting. You and Kevin got me through the time of COVID and having to stay home. Saw this piece being sold by Basket Mary and thought of you. Ooh wee, honey, I know who Basket Mary is. That I do know. I pulled this one earlier because sometimes I come in here and I'm on the struggle bus trying to get stuff open. Ooh wee. I had bought a couple of these, meaning to make my brother a quilt with one of them, and I haven't gotten to them yet. But this is so pretty, and I can feel the wax in this. And you could just frame this as is, or put it in a quilt. You know, do whatever you want with it. It's gorgeous. Got the baby on the back. Beautiful. Well, thank you so much. That's really nice. Since I can feel the wax on this, I'm going to put it back in here like she had it. This is painted, not dyed. Do not wash. They got it on both sides of the label. So that's good to know, because I forgot all about that, or I don't remember her having that on the ones that I had gotten. And I've had them for a couple of years and haven't done anything with it. I only got like 2 of them. One for me and one for my brother, because I told you all I can't buy anybody else something if I don't buy it for myself. But it's been so long. I'm going to do that one. Have to start doing some of this stuff. And then this is the order that I placed with Missouri Star Quilt Company, where I think the total order was like $75, and I used Sonia's $25 gift card here. She sent me an e-gift card. She says, "You are so welcome. Saw those figures and remembered how you like them." Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Do you have any advice on doing all-state shop hop? Map it out ahead of time so you know where you're going. And if you've got like it depends on what type of GPS you're using. I almost recommend using Google on your phone, although that's going to take up your phone power, where you're going to probably need to have it plugged in. And if you go into a rural area, that's where I would be a little bit leery about. But you can map out your trips ahead of time in Google, and then you can save them. Or if you want to sit in your car and program them all in on your route, but use that book mapped so you can know which way you want to go. Get your routes on your GPS, just navigate it out ahead of time, and then everything will go a lot smoother, my opinion. When I was close to my house where I could do it in a day, say I could leave home, I would go to if I'm coming back home for that day, I would tend to go leave my house early and go far out as I could, and then work my way back, so that if I'm missing any of them, I'm going to be missing the one that's closest to my house, as compared to going to the one farthest away last and not getting to that, and then having to go back all the way out. I almost recommend going to the farthest one out first and then working your way back. And I think that's it. Just have fun. I enjoyed it. I'm glad that I did all 70 shops last year, because now we have 100 shops, and I ain't for that. So, yeah. So what I bought was this fat quarter bundle from Free Spirit. It's not a CAFE bundle. It's actually a Free Spirit bundle. Let's open them up. Hey, we ain't got nothing but 2 hours worth of time, right? I don't normally open these things up to show, because it just takes up too much time. But this is all I got to show you. So let's have a little fun. And I'm not going to open them up. I'm just going to hold them up folded. So these are half-yard bundles, not fat quarters. I don't know if I said fat quarters, but these are half-yard bundles. That's 2. How many did they say? No number. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's 10 of them here. The equivalent of 20 fat quarters in the end. And these, like I said, they're Free Spirit bundle, not necessarily all CAFE. There are a few designers where they all, it's 2 of them, 2 more that their fabrics all look like CAFEs as well. And Rose Hinton is here. And Melissa says, my mom and she are going. They're so excited to do the Ohio shop hop. So just have fun. But if I knew I was going to be staying overnight, then I didn't worry about it. I just booked a hotel as I was on the road. I didn't book anything in advance, because you never know where you're going to end up. And then the other thing I got was, they have like 2-yard cuts of Free Spirit fabric. This one's by Brandon Mabley. And I just got this piece here, 2-yard cut. So this was a mystery. I think it was a mystery, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember. Maybe I did pick this out, and that's the reason why I got just this one. And this is stuff that, all of this fabric here, it still goes into my CAFE storage, because they all look like it anyway. So I just put them all together in the same quilt. So their lines are very similar. I'll fix this back later at some point. And then Missouri Star threw in, during this particular time, they were giving out free tape. Tape runners. I've never had one of their tape runners. Looks really pretty. It's all finished. It's leather. or vinyl. It's not leather, it's vinyl, but it feels like leather. You know vinyl. So that's really cool. Probably go to 60 inches. Let's see. Oh, it's more than that. This is the, oh, it goes to 79. Now, that's the longest I've ever seen one of these kind go. So that's pretty cool. So thank you, Missouri Star, for the gift. So I didn't pay for that. I'll put that in my drawer. See what other comments are in here, just to make sure. The Ohio has 60 stores, and it starts next month. I will only be able to do 10. That's Remo. Melissa says the Ohio show starts on Tuesday. Thank you for your advice. You're welcome. Remo says, oh, she's talking to Melissa. Cheryl says, you're welcome, Miss T, and his doorman here now. Holly Duvall is here. Hey, Holly. I do have to send you an email. I just haven't gotten to my computer. Oh, Buckeye here, and I didn't even know about the Ohio hop. Thanks for the heads up. Helena Carter saying hi to you and all quilters. But Holly, I do have you on the 2025 retreat list. There's a possibility, I know for a fact, I don't know where all this stuff is coming from. I know for a fact that I have one commuter spot still available. Could be a possible 2 commuter spots, and or it could be a room with a double with somebody else that you may not know. I'm waiting on that person. I had a person that was in a double room. The roommate has canceled, so I'm trying to see if that person wants to be converted to a single room, pay more money, or if they're willing to room with somebody that they do not know. I don't have anybody, I don't have room other than that one decision this other person needs to make about having a roommate. So I only have right now 2 possible commuter spots for the 2024 retreat. 2025 retreat, you have until August 13th to get in your $100 deposit to be on a list. Right now, I'm thinking my max might be 48, and I'm about at 43 people right now. I think I might cut it off at 48. So I'm also looking into that, and then I have to be thinking about how to do roommates when the time comes up for that. Right now, I'm not worried about the 2025 list. Right now, I'll get more details on exact room layout for the facility. I have a building layout, but not like the bedrooms. I have like your main areas. I know where everything is in the main areas, but I don't really know where each bedroom is. And I know that they had 12 rooms that didn't have any type of bathroom in it, and I don't want people to be using those 12 rooms. So that's another reason why I'm gonna limit that. So I think 48 is gonna be my number for that. Melissa, the retreats are held in St. Louis, Missouri metropolitan area. This year we're going to be at Mercy Center. Next time we're going to be somewhere else. So I'm trying different places out to see how it works, and still trying to make sure that I'm a little bit close to the airport. I'm also going to go back and try some different hotels again, and maybe try a different area. I tried 2 areas and they were just very expensive, so I'm going to try some different areas for hotels for future retreats. So I'm not saying I'm picking any one spot. I'm just having retreats at various different locations at this point until I can find a place that I can call home. So yeah, it is. It's some people fly in, some people I had one person take a train. some people drive so that they can bring all the stuff they want to bring. So I do understand that, but it is for YouTubers, for my tea quilters is what I call everybody. And so most of us are coming from a long way. All right. The one other thing that I wanted to do is I did want 2, 4, 6, 7. I guess I want to put, I don't know, I don't have anything in my face to give as a gift. And then I pulled off too many. Oh my goodness. Okay. But I did want to do just a quick drawing for these people, that items I did not see during the live, or that they came late. They were, some of them wasn't posted in time, but I don't really care. It's just the thought that counts, and so I'm just going to do that. And this is going to be my last birthday draw gift, because I did already give out 2 extra gifts, and now I'm adding in this last one. So I got 7 tickets here. Sonia's not in here because she was in the other big draw that I had before. So I don't know what you're going to get. It'll be a surprise. Maybe I'll send you some patterns or something. I don't know. We'll see. Erling Butler is here. Back home from vacation. Sin Forrest is here. All right, here we go. I'm not looking. And the winner for this drawing is Cheryl. So Cheryl Knuckles. And like I said, I'll just probably send some, Cheryl, email me so I know you saw it. And put your mailing address in it, please, so I can just cut and paste it. Otherwise, I'll be drawing again or giving it to somebody else later. Okay? You got to let me know that you heard your name or heard that you won in order to get your prize. So, I just want to put a pin on here with this ticket so I don't forget that it's not just a regular piece of paper anymore. All right. All right, so I don't have anything to sew. The last thing I sewed on, well, do I even have that in here? I don't even know where my instructions are for. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this came off of. It's like one of those little feet things that go on the bottom of something, but I don't know what it came off. Alright, so I don't have my, I thought I had done something in Electric Quilt to figure out what to do with my chisel blocks. I got them all pressed and ready to be sewn together, but I can't remember if I was going to put sashing in between them or not. So I'm going to hold off on that. We got to make H blocks for my quilt gill. And so maybe what I'll do is I'll just cut some fabric. Start with that. And move this out just a little bit to give me a little bit more room. We're supposed to be making, like, you need to have a light and a dark. They didn't say it had to be light and dark, like a beige or white as a background. So I kind of like that because it makes it stand out a little bit. So I think I'm gonna cut some pieces and then might sew a couple of H blocks. Sue says, remember, quilters and crocheters, hit that thumbs up button and ring the bell after you subscribe. Thank you, Sue. Jeff is here. Boo, look at that. No power and still here. Oh my gosh. He, yeah, Jason said he doesn't have any either. Okay. So I'm just trying to, if I got the same fabrics, I want to put them together so I can cut the, cut the small pieces first, you know. Just trying to look through my stack. This is not a whole lot of this one. And is that the same? Nope, it's different. Okay, so for my quilt guild, we're exchanging H blocks, which I don't know if I really want to. But hey, well, I'm gonna put these up here. Yeah, I asked her too, Kevin, at the guild, because I'm one of those people that I hate just have people using just all the same, because then it has no sparkle. Okay, so this is not going to go very far. So if I'm doing an H, I just need 2.5-inch squares on this. So I'll cut that on. I guess I took my starch out of here. You don't have to worry about it so much with batik fabrics. I think I'm going to skip this one because it's not even enough to even be bothered with. Like my parents constantly ask, did you call me? I know I heard my name. Mind you, my name sounds nothing like their name. Cheryl and Tinanyi sounds the same. I think I was just calling your name when you were coming in. T, have you quilted your Cleopatra span quilt top? It's been a while. Typos tonight. No, I have not. You know, I never figured out what type of border I wanted to put on my Cleopatra fans. And maybe I just need to put a solid border on it. Like, even if I use all the colors that I used in the quilt, because it's a very colorful quilt, maybe I just need to put some solid border on it and keep it moving. I was trying to figure out what type of border I wanted to put on it, and so it's just been kind of sitting. And then the other reason it's not done is because it got put into my COVID quilt lecture. So when I started back doing lectures in 2022, 2021, late 2021 maybe, all of my quilts and tops, whatever I had done, that's why you all haven't seen them either. Whatever I have done, you all haven't seen, because it all went into the COVID lecture and I never got any of that stuff photographed. So that's only things you all probably have seen is like the Take 5 quilts, some of the African quilts like the Scooch Over 2 quilt. You all really haven't seen a whole lot of the other stuff because of that. So hi, Patricia Priest. Alright, so I have just pulled out the first scraps my hand got on, and I'm just going to press these, and then we're just going to cut these into some pieces. I think she said we can make up to 7 blocks. I don't know what I did with my paper right now. So I think we can make 7 blocks the same, and then every month you bring in 7 blocks, all with the same 2 fabrics. Well, each month you use the same 2 fabrics. You could use more than 2 if you don't have enough. And then after that, after you do those 7 blocks, you switch to 2 different fabrics. So every month you're using different fabrics to make your blocks with. So maybe that's what I'll do on here for the next series rounds of Sew and Chat. just make my different sets. And if I haven't given any of them away, then I'll know for a fact that I haven't used any of those fabrics. And if you want to keep a block, then I guess you need to make 8. I need to make 8 of each one. So I'm just ironing some fabric here. So I'm going to use this green. We're making very basic blocks here. It's like a 9 patch, but not. Even simpler. What? 7 sets of 9 blocks. So it's not 7 blocks. Okay. It's getting, see? Like, I might need to get out of this. Oh my. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is cut 6.5 inch strip here. And making sure I got both layers. Make some room so y'all can see. So 6.5. And I don't have much room here to cut. So we're just going to go for it. Now, she did say your light fabric that you cut, because batik sometimes it's hard to find light print. She did say you could use your light prints twice, but only use the darks once. So I just cut a 6.5 inch strip, and I'm just going to cut 5 inches by 6.5, and then back up. Whoops. Back up and cut 2.5. All right. So that's 2. Thank you, Kevin. Because I was finna make 7 blocks. Oh my goodness. So I guess I'm making 10. Well, yeah. And basically I could have been cutting this. Let's see. I'm trying to make sure I got enough to cut my 6.5 off of here. And I just used my scraps first. Is this 6.5 this way? Let me see. It would have worked. But I'm only going to get 2 the other way, either way. Okay. 5. Oh, we want to cut 6.5. I got to cut this other end straight. And because my board is warped, that's what happens with a sew and a press board, cut and press, is that they warp. So I have to sometimes cut twice in order to get my pieces to cut on here. I should have gotten my, went and got my Olifa, or is it Fiskars? I can't remember, my rotating mat. Because it's small, it would have sat in here too. I wouldn't have rotated it, but it would sit here. All right, 5 inches by 6.5. And then back up and cut 2. Diane says, what block or pattern are you working on? It's just an H block or an I, either way. When I get something cut so I can sew it, I'll show it to you. I'm going to see if I can get one off of here, 2.5 by 6.5. I can. So we'll do that. And then I'm just putting the scraps over here. And now 6.5. All right, that's just one. So that's enough for 3.5 blocks. Again, I'm trying to use up, I went and pulled scraps instead of yardage first because I'm trying to get rid of some of this. So I'll be showing you in a minute. Right now I'm just cutting 2.5. For each block I need 2.5 by 6.5 inch strips. So that's what I'm cutting. So if I'm making 10 blocks, I guess I need 20. And I got 7 right now. And this is only going to be 1. It's not enough. I don't think this is 5 inches. Nope. It's just shy of 5 inches. One thing I do like about batiks, you don't have to worry about right or wrong side. I don't worry about it. It's not going to make much difference put together. So I'll be cutting a strip off of that. And that ain't going to be enough. So we may as well press the rest of this. I was thinking I had to make 7 blocks. Hey, Francis Jackson. And I don't have starch in here, so I'm not putting any starch on it. But batiks, I already have some of the wax kind of still in it. It doesn't really need it. I just want to get the wrinkles out. And this is one of those Christmas prints. Well, I say Christmas print. It's because it's got deer in it, but it also has bears, and then it has trees, so it could be just a forest print, which is what it is, but it just reminds me of Christmas because it's green. But I'm just using up stuff that I know I'm not going to particularly need the theme for per se. There are scraps already from previous projects, so I'm just using it up. All right, let's see if I can now get my 10 sets. That's what I need. I'm going to cut off the raw edge. That's the salvage side. The salvage. And right here. I always make sure I got all the layers. See, that's not big enough. I don't know what that is. Well, it is. Okay. I thought it was bigger than it was. This is not 5 inches. So I'm only going to be able to get 1, 2.5 off of here. And then the rest is a scrap. Just go through it twice. So what are you guys working on tonight, or what's your current projects? Don't have to be working on it currently. Let me know what you're working on. I didn't know what I was going to be working on until the camera came on. 2 1/2 by 6.5. Oops, I didn't cut it twice. I gotta go back in here. And this is not big enough. Kevin is going through things for the Flea for All, so that's good. Make some money. Free for All is at our quilt guild, where in the month of August, members can bring in stuff. You put your initials on it, and you attempt to sell it. And if somebody buys it, we have people checking them out. That's not going to work because it's coming off my hand and I still see pieces. Scoot it in a little bit more. Let me see if I've got all 4 layers. Yep. So I need 2.5 inch squares too, or 1. So I need more. Okay. So I'm gonna cut 2.5 inch strips off of here. I forgot all about the squares I need, so I may as well get ready to cut those too. I might need another strip. We'll put you to the side. 2.5. And at the end of the night, whatever label you put on, say you use masking tape and just put your initials, you put the cost. They take all of those, they put them on an envelope, and then that envelope is tallied at the end of the night, and whatever your total is, you get that amount of money. You just sell your stuff. It's like having a flea market sale, but you don't have to worry about the money. Somebody else does it for you. I've done that a couple years, 2 or 3 years at my retreat. I mean at my guild. I just decided not to do it this year. I'm going to see if a smaller ruler for this part will help. Alright, let's see what other people are working on. Sam says, in a rush to finish. Left town for a soon-to-be-born great-grandson. Will be number 12. Woo, well, congrats. You got a large family. Benita is making a quilt for my co-worker's bridal shower. That's nice. Very nice gift. I need to quilt my niece's quilt, her wedding in September. Patricia just finished sewing my exploding star. What a project. Yay! I was just telling Remo JS that I think I am going to do my next sew along. It's going to be my exploding star pattern. So yep, that's cool. 6 1/2. I don't know how much. I don't know. So how many do I have now? 5, 6. That's 7. This is 8. These 2 is 9, and then I need 1 more piece. I don't have any instructions, so I don't even know how much fabric it takes to get the number of required blocks. I'm sewing by the seat of my pants. Okay. Get you out of there. So I need 1 more piece, 2 1/2, and then I need 10 2 1/2 inch squares. Just doing a granny square, but changing stitches to see how it will turn out. So that's cool, experimenting with her crochet. Betsy, I'm just finishing up group 3, section 4 of the boho heart. So that's cool. Getting there. Cian says to finish Afghan for soon to be born. Okay, so she's working on crocheting too. Minnie's making a quilt for my sisters, whatever. Or making, I don't know if she's making 1 quilt for her 2 sisters or more sisters. Or if she's making a quilt for her sisters, something else. Carissa says working on a kit called Canyon Creek, so that's cool. My screen's jumping. that's what it does. 2 1/2 inch strip is what I need. I need 2 more probably, because 10 by 2 1/2, maybe just one. We'll try one. That's 25 inches plus 6, so it should be, one should be enough. We'll see in a second. I got to cut 1 6.5 off before I start. I don't think this is a full strip, because one end has a salvage and the other end does not. So 6.5. I got to move the big ruler out the way. Scrub this end on the other side. So 6 1/2. It keeps disappearing. All right, so I got those 10. Now I need 10 2.5 inch squares from this same print. I need 4 2.5 inch with the strip of dark and 2 of the light. Okay, thank you, Kevin. That helps, so I know how much fabric I need. I came home and pulled everything out and used that container to go to Scrap Club, and I don't know where I put the stuff. I'm like, how can you lose a whole basket of stuff? Okay, why did I just cut 6 1/2 instead of 5? It's gonna be one of those days. All right, that's 5. I'm moving my stuff before, or trying to remove my pieces before I move my ruler. I always try to do that, but all right. So that's 2 4, 2 4, 5 inches again. That'll be 8 right here. Right here is 8. And then is this a 2.5? Yep, just made it. Just made it. One more. 2.5. Woo-wee. Alright, the rest of it scraps. Alright, so now I need 20 for the light. And I'm again going to start with my smallest piece of fabric, pressing it. I need 20 2.5 inch squares, and then that's all I need to start sewing this first set. Except that I need a heated iron. Let's see. And thank you, Kevin, for that. I appreciate that. Sue is, this thing keeps jumping in and out. Finished a labyrinth quilt for my brother. We'll post a picture to the Facebook group after I take it to work where there are tall people to hold it up. I'm looking forward to it. Holly Duvall says working on Ohio State wall quilt to donate for a benefit. She says have the, and then it stopped. Diane McCoy says I'm working on self-binding baby quilts, so that's cool. That means she's pulling the fabric from the back to the front, folding it, making it into the binding. Becky has 9 rows of granny squares, 8 rows of just one double chain. Oh, she's giving the instructions. We're not even finna get into that. That's for seeing. Minnie Doula says, okay, I'm finishing 2 different quilts for 2 sisters. Okay. So she clarified for me. Thank you. I'm doing a quote from my mother-in-law. That's Crystal L. That's nice. And Darcy says, hi everyone, sorry I'm late. Make sure you give T her thumbs up. Welcome, Darcy. So, all right. If you're planning to go to Retreat 2024, your first payment, if you haven't already sent it in, is due July 31st. Just giving people information. Is this at least 5 inches? Yay! That means I can cut this folded. Now, normally I'd be cutting squares on my die cutting system. Oh, I even got a little bit extra. Okay. So, I don't normally rotary cut 2.5-inch squares. But, you know, since I'm sitting here and I don't have my stuff in here, you got to do what you got to do if you don't prepare for your project for sewing. And I did not prepare. That's not going to say I'll be prepared next week either. Might be still sitting here cutting. All right, that's a scrap piece. Now I'm going to cut 2.5 and turn this board. That's 2.5-inch strips, and now I'm going to cut squares. 7.5 right here. 7.5, 5, 2 1/2, and I'm going through twice just because I'm on an uneven board here. You wouldn't do that. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So that's the 10 I need. And I'm going to see if I can cut these other ones into 2.5-inch squares, because I have a container of just 2.5-inch squares. And I'm going to put these up here. Matter of fact, I'm going to cut whatever is 2.5 inches wide up here into 2-inch squares too. This is how you get squares and things like that. When somebody says, a pattern comes along and says that you need 400 2-inch squares, you've already got them cut because you cut your scraps ahead of time. So, I don't have anything to do with this. It's just scrap fabric anyway. So, yeah. I can cut them into something of usable size. I'm going to turn this back over, whoops, to get back on this side. I'm going to move all of these rulers. Now, I could use my light fabric again, but the dark I cannot. So I can take those light squares if I use it again, and I got, how many is up here? 1, 2. So I already got 6 up here. So that might be what I do. And now we're going to sew H or I blocks, however you want to look at it. Whatever your initial. Alright. So. How many do I need? I need 20 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on. We're not ready yet. I need my squares back. That's 10. 2, 4, 6. So I need 4 more. I need 20. And I still will use this again. So I got a long piece to press here. Let's see what people are saying. Deborah Sims Brown's working on finishing her Socialites 2 quilt. Holly has a large size throw from the In Bloom panel by Wilmington Fabrics. It's on the long arm, ready for quilting. So that's cool. Teresa's ready to long arm quilt for her sister. And Damali says, hello everyone. Yes, I gave Miss T her thumbs up. Hey Damali, thank you. Claudette is getting ready to put binding on Stack and Whack from 2022 retreat. Now that's going to be cool. Share a picture with us in the Facebook group, Claudette. Kiamar says, I cut all the sashing from my Tula 100 block incorrectly today. So it's now looking at me from the abandoned table while I switched to making skirt from layer cake squares. Hopefully you can make something else with them. You don't have to make every last one of her blocks because it's not going to be noticeable in the end. Hopefully you can reuse them maybe. Make something else. Darcy says, I like August optional block. I had fun finding all the different types of red, so that's cute. Cheryl is working on a Buckeye Beauty block, and it uses a lot of scraps. Yes, use the scraps. Melissa, I have been cutting my scraps into a potato chip block, so that's cool. Vivian, it is lightning and thundering and lightning. Good night, everybody. Good night, Vivian. Be safe. Handmade by Yen with Donna says, hey, Miss T and all you fabulous quilters. Hey, Donna, welcome to the live. Miss Donna has a channel also. If you're interested, you may go and visit her as well if you don't know about it. So, love that. I keep saying I'm going to go get in one of her group discussions, and always something comes up. So, every time I think I am, something else come up. It's like, don't make plans because God laughs at them. Cheryl says, and it uses a lot of 2.5-inch squares too, so that's cool. Yeah, it's always nice. I have containers of just different size squares, not just 2.5. I have all kinds of sizes. Shannon says she's spending the evening with Jack, and he is not paying attention to everything I sew. He wants to help. Alright, so I'm going to cut this because I'm going to need another 20 anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut 2.5-inch strips. But I'm only going to cut the 4 I need off right now. Because we're going to be making another... we're going to be using this green twice. Since I can use it twice. That's what I'm going to do. That's the less fabrics, the least number of fabrics I have to find or take out of my stash. So I'm going to cut 2. Right now I only need the 1. 2 1/2. Well, you know, what the heck. We're already cutting, right? It's already folded or together, the same cut. We just gonna go through this. Just cut it all into 2.5-inch squares. Go down and start with the line number 10. If I can. Nope. So 7.5. I still may not have enough because I have to open that fold out to get the last 2. 7 1/2. Now I'm at 5. Now I'm at 2 1/2. That's when I gotta use this ruler. 2 1/2. just need a smaller ruler. So this is the 4 I need. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Yay! And then I've got these scraps, but I'm going to cut 2 extra 2.5-inch squares and just put them up. They'll already be cut. And then I've got just these little scraps. Is this a piece? That's a scrap. And this is scrap. Alright, extra squares up here. I can put this back. These squares going with something. Alright, we got 20 squares now. It took a minute. I'm only counting to 10. Alright. So Love says, hey Miss T, did you have a nice birthday? Happy belated birthday to you. Well, thank you. And yes, I did have a great birthday. I had a great birthday ever since Wednesday. I used to be really bad. I used to celebrate like almost a whole month. So I had gotten into the past few years, I only been celebrating on the day. So it was fun for me to, except for today, I didn't do anything birthday related. But since Wednesday through Friday, so 3 days, I did something birthday related. So I am going to take these 10 dark greens and I'm going to put a light green on each side. So I don't know if I'm going to finish this, but, and I'm not even worried about the direction of these bears either. I'm not caring. They're going to be marching whichever way they marching. They are what they are. I cut them from scrap. So, yeah, so I did have a wonderful birthday. Donna says, thank you, T. Yes, on plans. One day we'll be live, laughing out loud, chatting again. Praying your birthday was fabulous. Yes, indeed. I had a good time. I had a good birthday. Kevin made me have a great birthday coming out in the clown outfit. Oh my goodness. So, these are just quick little blocks. It's still considered a 9-patch block, even though I'm not sewing all 9 patches. I'm just sewing this one row with 3 pieces. And then the outside row is just 1 piece. But it's still considered a 9-patch block. You have 4-patch blocks, 9-patch blocks, 16-patch, 25-patch. It just depends on what you're making. Your blocks are based on a particular patch, no matter how many pieces are in it. And Kevin talking about, oh, just clowning around with Miss T. Right. Oh my goodness. All right. I'm just going to press these seams toward the dark fabric. That's what I'm going to do. And I got one on my machine there. So let me press this one so I can get the one on my needle off. And I'm going to put a light green on the other side. So the dark's going to be in the middle. we just press everything. And again, I'm not really worried about right and wrong side of the batik prints. When it's sewn in, you're not going to know if one side's darker than the other or not. It's just a very slight difference on some of the prints. So I don't worry about it anymore. Alright. I'm just using my little wood press to press them so I know I got everything out of the fold. Nothing's going to get caught up in that. And now I can just hit it with the heated iron. Make everything lay nice and flat, especially since I did not put starch on the fabrics. I do want to now press with a heated iron. Next time I come, I'll try to have my stuff pre-cut so I can starch my fabrics beforehand. Piece of string. Oh, this is my starting thread. You all know I don't like long strings hanging. Alright, so now we're ready. Sew these through. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and press this one toward the dark. It'll be ready when I finish this stack. Alright. Let's see. My comments are gone for a second. Thumbs up when you get here, or thumbs up before you leave. That's from Darcy. Thank you. I know one thing, I'm finna go eat some good salads at Panera. I do like Panera's, I like that, I was talking about that chicken with strawberry salad. I forget what they call it, and it's got poppy seed. I want to say it's chicken strawberry poppy seed salad is what I think it's called. And it's really good. And I like their Frontega chicken. They used to have baked potato soup, and they stopped selling it for some strange reason. So I had to start making my own all the time. I don't have anything in my freezer since I had to throw everything out since early, what was that? Early to late June? Yeah, early and late June. I had my power out twice. So, yeah. I haven't made any more soup. And I do have 2 extra squares here because I can't count today. Alright, and so now I can take these and sew onto here. Should be the same size. And now I can take this whole stack off and press. One, two, let me count. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. That's 4. That's why I got 2 extra squares. Like, where's my piece? It's like, where's my piece? I should have known. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. And that's 4. These 2 squares go with something. It's gonna be that kind of day. Oh my goodness. Oh, you never know Have a degree in accounting and can't count to 10 or 20. Not today. Okay, I have to get that one off, so let me press one of these. And sew this one on. So I can get this one off. Well, for somebody that didn't plan what they were going to do, at least I'll have one set of blocks done for tonight. Hi, Rhonda Barlow. Oh, Jason says he loves that salad. I eat it all the time. Yes, it's a good salad. And if you make it at home, I make it at home sometimes. I also put mandarin oranges and grapes in it. Oh my God, it is so good. And then you can even, I don't know what you call it when you cook pecans or nuts in sugar. Is it like crystallizing them? I don't know what it's called. But yeah, it gets really good in. Alright, so I need to get this one off of here. I'm just pressing what I got that got done out of order. So we can keep everything ready to go. So let me start pressing this so I can get that one off. Still got to get one off my machine that needs the next step. Alright. And as I said, I'm not worried about the direction of the print. I'm just making my little blocks, okay? Kevin, you're going to have bears marching sideways. Alright, so now we can press all of these. Everything I'm pressing is going towards the dark fabric, just so you know. All I've sewn so far is 3 2.5-inch squares together, like this. Remo says she's a Panera Bread fan. Sue says night all, work tomorrow, bummer. Good night, Sue. And my screen is disappearing off and on, so I have to wait for it to decide to come back. It's taking longer and longer to return every time. Oh, glazed nuts. Okay, thank you. Because I didn't know what they call them. I just know I like them. They used to sell them at some booth at Paducah outside years ago, and that booth has been gone at least for 5 quilt shows that I've been there. I was not happy to that booth wasn't there. I love those roasted. They had all kinds of nuts they had roasted. It's really nice. Alright. I keep losing my shoe in the wrong spot. Alright, so let's take these down. This should equal what I have down here. We shall see. don't know what is wrong with these comments. And T says she loves grapes and salads. I do too, and I like to cut them in half at least so that they get some of the salad dressing in there, when especially poppy seed. Poppy seed dressing is very good for fruit salads. I love poppy seed on fruit salads. I went to a restaurant that we go to here, and I ordered they had a very similar salad, and they had strawberry poppy seed dressing. I had never seen that before. It was really good. It was pink. Kevin talking about yes for the Bears marching sideways. It's like, I'm just sewing. I'm not gonna sit here and play with this. It is what it is. All right. I think we got 3 more. And only making 10 blocks, boy. I feel like I made about 300 over here. The struggle is real when you don't know what you're supposed to be doing. I'm going by what Kevin telling me. It's like, why can't you keep up with the papers? And I'm trying to get it done early because I'll be one of those people looking up and it'll be the next day, it'll be Gil, and then it doesn't get done because I got a lot of other things to do. So trying to get them done early. So yes. All right, so I have 2 that I've just sewn the side, the dark fabric on the other side, on one side. So now I'm going to sew another dark piece on the other side, and that's why this is an H block, or if you turn it, you can make it an I block. You can do whatever you want with it. So we're ready to put these on now. I'm going to turn these around, and to the other side we go. I need the other ones off so I can press them. All right. Virtual Gil sounds awesome. You all have been asking me about that. So we may have to do something. I have to see. I'm just trying to figure out, like, what are you going to get from it? And how is that going to work? Because Hi, C-Joy. Thank you for my card. All right. We're almost finished. Like we really did something. Oh my goodness. So 9 times 7 is 63. So if you do a quilt setting 9 by 7, so 7 times 6 is 42. By 9 times 6 is 54. It's not a big quilt. It'll be a good size starter for a lap quilt. And then if I do 10 times 7 is 70. 8 times 9 is 72. I can make 2 extra blocks and go 7 by 9. No, 8 by 9. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Last one, guys. What a successful evening. For somebody that can't count. I'm going to go ahead and cut this thread. All right. And lo and behold, I got 10 blocks after all of that. All right, here we go. I don't even have a whole lot of water, steam in here, saying water, steam coming out. And that's okay again because these batiks are, you know, got a little wax still in them. Oh, they're so cute. Guess I may have to go change my thumbnail to this video now that I figured out what I'm doing. So each month we have to turn in 9 blocks. You keep one for yourself if you want one. And then your blocks are going to be exchanged for 9 different blocks. So you're going to get back 9 different blocks. Jason, are you participating in this swap? Have you tried the John Lewis quilt with an H? I don't think so. Deborah says, having internet problems. Good night, everyone. Good night. There are only 71 thumbs up. Make sure you hit it. Thank you, Darcy. Hit the thumbs up on your way out, please. All right. So, this is what I was saying about this can be an I or an H. So, I'm just going to put it up here on the board for right now. Depending on how you're looking at it. And so all of these are the same fabrics, but when we get different things back, they'll be mixed up. But it's an H block is what my group is calling it. Alright, just have to have a light fabric and a dark. So these are my 10 blocks that I just cut and sewed. So there you go. I'll come back and make this my thumbnail picture when I get a chance. I'll take the first 9 blocks in a photo and change the thumbnail on my video. So as I'm sewing these, this is what will come up for the next few weeks as we're sewing these blocks. Remo says, a wonderful week for the birthday queen and an awesome way to end the month. Please thumbs up, show your love and support. You will never be disappointed. Thank you, Remo. Yeah, I am glad I decided to go ahead and do these. I knew that they weren't going to be like complicated to do, but I'm glad that I at least got the first month's blocks out the way. And I'm going to go ahead and, you know, at some point I'll start some fabric and get stuff cut for the next months. Trying to move all of this. Oh, that's the piece of paper for the send a couple of patterns or something too. These are my pieces. This is an extra 2.5 inch on the dark. I might put this light with this darker green. It contrasts. We'll see. I got a stack of fabrics here, so I'll be pulling stuff out of there. I'll probably put this with this anyway. Yep. Hi, Connie. Welcome to your first live. Appreciate you popping in here. Kevin says, aren't you glad your friend talked you into it? I am done with both sets I signed up for the year. Well, aren't you something? I think what I'm going to do for mine is I'm going to just give a bag and put whatever I have in it done. I don't know if I plan to do them all, but I'll start cutting fabric. So at least you told me how many strips I need of each one. Did Jason say he was doing this? Oh, he is doing it. Okay. All right. Cheryl says, beautiful. I love the green, which is one of my favorite colors. And I know Remo over here like green. She don't even have green in her stash, which is so funny. Because I use green with a lot of flowers and stuff. So I was one of those people that had almost every shade. I probably got every shade of green in my stash. Because when I used to do applique or paper piece flowers, you know, you wanted the greens to stand out. The more greens you used in your foliage, the better. I have been subscribed for a while now. Yes, I know most you have to. I think when I set this up, you have to be subscribed for at least a day in order to comment. So I do realize that you all are already subscribed. But when we say subscribe, it's for the people that are watching that aren't subscribed. Because it's amazing on all of these channels, everybody says that the people that are watching their videos, YouTube give us the statistics back, and it's more people watching that aren't subscribed than are subscribed. So it's kind of weird how the numbers work. Darcy says, cool. Jason says, I am going to get my whole year done at once as well. Yeah, I think it's great. I just got fabric out and I said I'm just going to cut. And then when I need to go into my stash, or as I'm cleaning up one spot and find some batiks, I'm going to be putting them in this stack to make blocks. So I'm going to cut everything, I think. And then I might just use my sewing chats as times for me to get them done. It doesn't take long to make 10 of these very simple blocks. Hi, June Hansen. Miss T, I'm using blue and green more. Yes, you talked me into them. That's funny. We had a block, and I forget. I think it was, we had to have something green. And she was talking about she didn't have green fabric. I was like, girl, everybody has green. That is too funny. Everybody has green. So, yep. Let me see. I can get my next set up. This is not going to be enough. This is one of those fabrics I actually like. And I used it in a quilt. And these are just the scraps from that. But I don't think they're big enough to cut into 2.5-inch squares. Probably just these 3 pieces. But not those. So we can put you with scrap. Maybe those. And this is not even a long strip. I don't even know where the rest of this fabric is. But I'll put you down here. I got music, which I don't want to cut because I keep thinking I'm going to do a music quilt. But this is the only piece of music that's batik. I don't know. We'll see. We'll hold it for a minute. I've been saying I want to keep music fabric for a music quilt. These 2 could go. And I'm just going to have to get lights out of my stash. I do realize that. Might put this with this. So that'll be 4 sets. And I need 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. This is not a lot of fabric. Nope. It's just half of a fat quarter, a fat eighth. She did say we could mix more than 1. So if I got 4, that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That could be 6. And 1 more can be 7. What are we going to use? And then I don't have to go in the stash at all. Okay, I've got this color, red. Get it all figured out while I'm here. It's not a lot of it. May not be enough. And this green. I'll cut what I can out of there, and then I'll have to go to the stack and find some replacements later. All right. So I'm going to put you on the bottom. These things I'm not using on the bottom. All right. So I'm going to cut this. This is going to be my least amount of highlight, but it is a light and a darker. So it's going because I'm getting rid of it. Oops, lost the heat on my iron. Let's put some water in here since I'm ironing yardage. And let me see. Trying to see if anything else was in my stack. They don't have to match. They don't have to match in a scrap quilt. But, you know, when you're just looking at two fabrics at home by yourself, you're kind of trying to make them match. Alright. So I'm just going to do some cutting here. Cut my next set. It didn't take that iron long to heat up. It's got a fold right here on the edge. I hate when fabric does that. You either press it in, most times you got to pay attention to press it out. So yeah, this is just another scrap here. It's even thin in the middle. I don't know what happened to this one. And I got more of it if I need it. Alright. Let's see. See if I can get some of my pieces out of here. Some parts of it I know is wide enough. Other parts, not so sure. Let's see if I can get 5 inches out for 2 strips. Yeah, that'll work. 5 inches. Rotary cutter. Diane says, T, I found the meaning of the Lewis block H is for good trouble at home. The Teaquilt block. Okay, I have heard of that. Okay. I was just blocking. I have heard of that. For some reason, I was just thinking of the good trouble for the vote part, you know, because I've seen it mostly with vote. All right, 5 inches here. I want to square this up on the bottom and the side. Cut it twice to make sure I'm, well, maybe 3 times. I got a whole long strip here. And then one more over here, 2 1/2. 2 1/2. All right. Now I'm gonna unfold this so I can make sure I'm utilizing my fabric appropriately. First cut, I'm just gonna cut 6 1/2. A little bit bigger so I can trim off my salvages. Right there. And 6 1/2 is right here. That's 2 blocks. Yeah, that's 2 blocks. Have to make sure. 6.5. 4. This is 6. And I don't know if I have enough. Good night, Melody. Thank you for coming. So if I watch on my TV, YouTube, does it still show up in your stats? I think so. I don't know how they do that, but I think so. I opened this one up. It is just 6.5, guys. Just barely. If I had trimmed off a little bit more, we wouldn't be talking about it. Okay. Just a sliver. Where's the other piece? Here you go. It's still on here. 2, 4, 6. I can't believe that's only 6 blocks, too. 4, 5, 6. And then that's 7. Goodness gracious. I'm playing catch up as I was hooking. Alright. We need, you know, quite a few more pieces. Now this is what I'm working with now. The remains of a fat quarter piece. And I need, oh, I need 10 squares. I was going to say, I don't need 2.5 inch squares. Yes, I do. I have you on my TV and on my iPad so I can comment if I want to, yeah. And that's what some people do. They like to look at it on the big screen and then they'll pull it up on a smaller one because you can't comment on the television. Yeah. For those coming in, I'll show you the board so you can see it. We're making H blocks. This is just an extra piece of fabric. But this is what we're sewing. We're going to be sewing these, oh, maybe at least next week. Maybe the week after that. Who knows if I'm going to do them all ahead of time or if I'm going to just sew them with you guys. Because I got to have something to sew on live chats with you all. So I'm not in any hurry to get them done. The Gil is going to be working on these for 7 months. Starting in October. So these are so easy that you could just go ahead and knock them all out. But I do need something to sew with you guys unless I come up with something else. So we'll see. I'm now cutting off the short end that because I want to use the smallest pieces of fabric first. That's how you kind of use your scraps. Use what you can cut your pieces out of using the smallest stuff first. So I'm going to go 7.5. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a 6.5. That's what I'm going to do. And then cut that into 2.5. and see how many I can get. I need 6 because I got 7 blocks and I need 3 more. See how many. I'm not gonna get 6, but it'll be all right whatever I get. Okay, I'm just gonna use the smaller ruler. I'm switching between large and small ruler. I always try to cut with the appropriate size ruler to what I'm cutting. Otherwise, I'm just flip-flopping this big ruler that's just in the way. So that's 8. This is 9. And a scrap. 9 and a scrap. So I've got 9 blocks. I need 2 more. This is a scrap. And now I'm just going to cut 2.5 inch pieces off. So 7.5. Right here. Five inches. And 2.5. I can barely see this green fabric on this teal board. I'll be glad to switch to a different color. Oh shoot. Oh, that's right. This right. Okay. I thought I didn't cut 2.5 inches wide, but it's right. This one here, are you at least 10? Yep. This is that little short piece. So I need to cut 2 6.5 pieces off of here if it's long enough. If not, I'll cut squares. It's long enough for 5, but not 6 inches. Okay, it is what it is. We'll cut 5 inches. We can always cut squares too. That's over there. Two and 1/2. So that's 4 squares. That's not big enough. And still need one of these to cut my 2 6-inch pieces. I need 6.5. Not 6 inches, 6.5. Going back to my small ruler. Hey, good job everyone. Our thumbs up and views almost match. Thank you, thank you. So I'm cutting 6.5. Do not cut 5. 6 and 1/2. 6 and 1/2. All right, so that's my 10. And then I need some more 2.5 so I can cut 1 off of here. So how many of those do I have? 2, 4. So I have 6. So I need just 4 more 2.5 inch squares and we're done. With this particular second set of blocks. 5 inches. to go ahead and cut 2.5-inch squares out of the rest of this. It's not going to be that many, maybe 3. 1, 2. Whoops. Okay. Put them over there. And one more. Alright, scraps over here, pieces over there. This is all finished. Trying to figure out what did I do with the extra brown of the other fabric. This is the extra here. And then these all go together. And I don't know what I did with the extra. Oh, it's right here. I thought I had more of this left. And then these are true scraps. Going to strings and crumbs. Alright. Well, look at the time. It's 10 o'clock. I got next set of blocks ready. These fabrics have been used and will not be used again. So, let me see what the last comments, if I got any down here, say. When they decide to pop back in. Is anybody else having problems with their comments, like disappearing? Saying there was a problem with the server? Can you sew 2 scraps together to make the size you need? I can, but if I got other fabrics, I'd just rather cut from those, and then I can always use the cut pieces and strings and crumbs. There are times when I've ran out of fabric and I've had to sew some scraps together in order to cut the fabric. Our ancestors did that all the time. Good night, all. See you Wednesday. That's from Diane saying have a great sewing week. Good night from Zandra. Bonita says yes. Carissa says thanks for the company while I sew tea. It's the bewitching hour until Wednesday night, everyone. Yes, it comes and goes. Okay, because I keep thinking it's just me. I have never... Oh, Bonita's saying yes to that too. I don't understand this comment section. And then it used to just go out and would come right back. And then tonight, every time it went out, it took even longer for it to come back. So, I'm glad it's not just me, because I feel like I'm making stuff up. You're welcome, Becky. So that's going to be it, guys. I'm going to get off. I got to figure out what I'm doing tomorrow. Maybe just taking the day off. That's a good idea. And I will see you all Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for 1 hour live chat. So come with topics you want to discuss on Wednesday. Good night, everybody. You all stay blessed, be safe, and quilt out.